The new courthouse in Palermo, of which the design competition was won by the architect Sebastiano Monaco in 1981, has now been completed. The works began in 1990 and were finished in 2002. The new complex lies behind the old court, beside the old district of the Capo, in an area which was destroyed by the bombing during World War II and by an earthquake in 1968. The different offices are housed in 13 buildings, which are not very big and were designed to make them look similar to what the old district used to be like. Its streets and squares are still used and lived in, without interfering with the functions of the new buildings. The original layout of the streets was reconstructed, and with it the old meeting places which no longer existed. The original proportion between buildings and open spaces was restored, and the impersonal thoroughfares of the old Piano Regolatore were transformed into pedestrian areas and meeting places closed to traffic. A large gallery made of steel, aluminium and glass links the oblique intersection of the major building, where the courtrooms are, with the smaller buildings which house the offices of the clerks of the court and the magistrates' offices. A glass vault covers the whole area of the hall, considered an indoor square on different levels onto which the main passages converge. "19 works of art were acquired through a competition, and they were placed inside and outside the buildings. There are 5 groups of sculptures, a large mosaic, and 2 painted panels, which form a real contemporary art collection, open to all. Smaller glass galleries link the different buildings of the offices of the clerks of the court and overlook the old Piazza della Concessione, so forming 3 courtyards, their short sides covered by transparent structures from which you can get glimpses of the old city and its activities. All the external areas around the buildings are for pedestrians only, while vehicles may circulate on the 2 floors below street level, which house installations as well as a large car park. The courtyards, the inside halls and the surrounding streets are paved as they used to be in the old city centre with bush-hammered slabs or Bigliemi marble. Piazza della Memoria, dedicated to the memory of the magistrates killed by the mafia, was created between the buildings of the new and the old court, and underlines the different nature of their designs. The square is terraced in Bigliemi marble, so linking the different levels of the 2 buildings. The square is a focal point, a crossroad for everyone walking from or to the different buildings or going to other parts of the city. The outside walls are faced with slabs of shot pink and grey granite. The usage of the two contrasting colors underlines volumes and shapes. The rectangular, square and round windows are framed with Serena stone. The materials, grey granite from Sardinia, pink Borino, pink Ambatomanga from Madagascar, Serena stone, which have been used, are exotic, yet they evoke the typical local colors. The pink and the grey of the mountains surrounding Palermo, the pink and the grey of many buildings in the old city centre. The design was inspired by a cultural attitude and working method which, although respectful of past realities, does not give up the right to propose contemporary architecture in the old city centre.